Alright, so I knew I was going to be back on the restaurant scene, I just wasn't sure when. This pandemic thing seems to be coming to a close, hopefully, fingers crossed. Either way, I need to get out and start enjoying a nice dining experience again. Let's see if I remember what I'm doing. I think I do. So if you live in any major city, good chances are you have a restaurant week sometime throughout the year, maybe multiple times throughout the year. Here in Miami, we have something called Miami Spice, and lucky for us, it extends way longer than a week. Blue Collar is the restaurant of choice. We went over there to enjoy 3 courses, $39, you can't beat that. Especially when you're talking Cuban sandwich spring rolls and potato latkes with applesauce. This was our first course selection. These spring rolls though, super special. The cheese, beautiful binding agent, richness from the pork, that mustard brought it together, and that crunch on the outside makes you want to tell your friends about it and come back over and over and over again. When you're in the mood for a burger, there are very few things that are an acceptable substitute. And if you sneak a burger on the menu, if you say prime, if you say dry aged, you know I'm gonna jump. When I read the description, it was on a Portuguese muffin, which is basically like an English muffin. I had this Dijonnaise left over from the spring rolls. I figured I'd throw it on the burger because it was so good. Also, this is one of my moves. I love tomatoes, but I don't like them on my burger. I don't like my burger to be soggy, so I'll eat it beforehand. That's my move. And then when you take a bite, you want to make sure that medium rare is the color that you're looking at. And they do a really good job. They hit the temperature right on the head. Flavor of the patty is exactly where you want it to be. If only for that, you gotta come back. The shrimp were cooked to perfection with a beautiful Creole flavor profile. The plantains reminded me of my Latino roots. The Brussels sprouts, very Americana. The dish is so great because it gives chefs the opportunity to really live the life of the fusion and mix in all those cultures into one. At the end of the day, make the food taste good. The shrimp though had to be the star of the meal for me. I've never been to Louisiana, but I've always heard such great stories about that Creole flavor. It's one of those places on my bucket list that I need to travel to, and I feel like I got a little taste of it right here at Blue Collar. So for course 2, you had a mind-blowing sauce that's ultra memorable. You had a burger cooked to perfection. I would say we chose well. But don't forget about dessert. Bread pudding was on the menu. I pointed, I said I wanted it. If you throw chocolate in the mix, I'm a happy guy. Bourbon caramel, even happier. This whipped cream on the side had a real particular flavor to it. I want to say like brown butter, maybe the bourbon was mixed into that as well. But when all was said and done, the flavors mixed in beautifully. Key lime pie, you're in Miami, you know that exists. Super light, super airy, but you could taste those fresh squeezed limes all throughout that cream. You'll get that little zip by your jawline just to remind you. The space is actually located right across the street from La Placita. I actually did an episode on that a little while ago. It's on Biscayne Boulevard. Very unassuming. You might miss it if you're walking by too quickly. It's actually attached to a motel. And if I'm being more clear, an old school prostitution motel. Right off of Biscayne Boulevard. This place has got some history. It's on the outskirts and it just shows you how Miami's capable of repurposing things for the better good. Most will appreciate the new revamp, especially when you have a little bite of that Sofrito. It'll make you clear-headed. If you're kind of on the fence about going out to restaurants, do the outdoor seating. They got 3 over here, and they got cool artwork. So you got a little Tiger King thing going on here. Also, chalkboards all over the place. Everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for joining. You keep watching, I'll keep hunting, and I'll see you soon.